bringing it into thinking things. What I did do often is look right at the camera.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
So that kind of rolls it into what's been going on here the last couple of days, where there are 4 bands from the Doth musician collective up in Windsor, and you guys are doing them.
Yeah, it's great.
Why?
I just fell in love with Carden, and they're just their ethos, you know. They're really into, they're fans of music, and I'm a fan of music first. It'd be great to rent the studio out 365 days a year, but I'm much more interested in providing the studio and interacting with people I enjoy, music I enjoy, and I'm comfortable. I like the music that comes out of there, so I invited them to come, you know.
It's a rare thing. It's the first time you've done this.
Yeah, it is. It's something I've thought of for years. I've always wanted to do, live in studio recording, and we're flying by the seat of our pants. I mean, I don't really know. I'm making a lot of informed guesses of how to go about it. You know, I have plenty of experience putting mics in front of things and recording things and making it sound good, each instrument on its own, or isolating things. But when it comes to just putting all of the soup in one room and trying to make it work, it's challenging, you know. And there are compromises. There's definitely phase issues and bleed issues, and it'll be fun to sort of sort it out. But what you gain from what you gain out of losing sonic clarity, what you gain is just tons of vibe, where the band is so psyched to play together. They play better together. It feels more like a rehearsal space than a studio. It's so common for people to come in, put headphones on, they go, well, I guess I can hear okay, you know, and then you go out and you listen to what they're listening to in their headphones, and you just go, man, this is such a bummer. Like, yeah. You're hearing crap, you know, and then they come in here and they go, oh, that's what it sounds like. Oh, okay, you know. So, like, while they're playing the music, they're not being musical. They're thinking about, you know, who knows what they're thinking about. Yeah. They're just like, oh, I'm in this big studio, this, you know, or if something's, you know, they just, it's easy to get out of the music when you go into like studio mode, and the goal, in my opinion, is to make musicians feel musical. It's like really important for people to plug in their instruments and just feel super comfortable.
There's the live music beast, and there's the studio beast, and this is a marriage of 2 really different things that you're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to trick yourself into thinking you have to go into studio mode and like put on headphones and like make a click track, but sometimes that just ruins everything if you're not an experienced player.
It's I think people really respond to that, you know, and it's something that's been not lost, but in my world, at least in the rock world, it's been really common. You know, I came up with people doing a lot of that, where they just, you know, throw a click track on. This song's 135 and play the beat. I'll play a scratch guitar behind it, but it just wouldn't be inspiring. And then we take that drum thing and just put everything on top of it, and then try to make it into something. And it would take a lot of time, and some of the results would be outstanding, you know.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
But it's really, I just think it's a lot more fun to just bang stuff out quickly.
That's like the magic in it, is when it feels like it was played by human beings, you know, opposed to when you just like edited it all together and then hit play and it's like this really slick thing. That's less impressive to me than like the natural push and pull of something that was recorded all at once, you know. Like a lesson I learned coming from my bedroom, you know, growing up with computers and stuff, like, is that you can get to maybe like 85% of the sound quality of like a major studio, which if you're doing everything right at your house, you know, but the converters in your interface will eventually let you down. And then that last 15%, truthfully, it doesn't even matter if like the material you're playing is good enough, you know what I mean? But if it's like when you hit the magic zone is when you get to use that last 15% of quality, and you're playing really interesting material. That's when like you're making
The magic happens.
a recording that is timeless or whatever, has a quality to it.
Yeah.
I think
sure.
Dave has done an amazing job of setting the studio up to be like the ultimate rock and roll, indie rock kind of like destination. Like all the gear and there's different flavors of console, and this flavor works particularly well for like punchy, aggressive stuff. So it's pretty amazing.
Why are you here? I mean, what's the point? Why do you do this?
I just have to, man.
Gotta keep it real.
Just gotta keep it real. Yeah, it's funny because like you're talking now to a bunch of people who've been in lots of bands, keep being in lots of bands, and being in bands is harder and harder to do, really.
Especially for the stuff that we're doing, which is like original music that doesn't fit into many places.
Loud and Yeah.
So any community that supports that is just I think it impresses us whenever anybody. appreciates what we do.
I think we expect very little out of things in terms of success and people who enjoy things. So when you meet them, it's always like one compliment at a show or one anything or one like the fact there might be somebody at a show. It's like the biggest deal. That gets what
which
we're
is
doing, because like it's
we need them at every show, but there's just
And Vermont's a funny place because it's so like we're we're Windsor based, and then like Wool is Bellows Falls and Mac is Bellows Falls, and this is Guilford.
Brattleboro.
The name suggests, and there's just like all these pockets in Vermont that like, even with the internet, that it's like people are still disconnected. So anything that builds a community.
Yeah, and it actually brings people together in the same physical space.
I don't know what kids do anymore. Like, do kids go to shows? Do kids?
Video games.
Yeah, like, is there a scene? Like, I don't hear about much where we live with the younger generation, unfortunately.
And when we grew up around the Upper Valley, Kyle, Ryan, and there used to be, like, we started playing together when we were like 16, 17, something like that. And there used to be quite a few like little, punk rock shows on the weekends. And there was like stuff you could go to locally, and I don't think there's much of that left anymore. It's tougher and tougher. There's just not there's not a lot of venues. We play bars, and
the lack of venues, the lack of support. Do you blame the internet? Do you blame auto-tune?
I think it's
changing
just kinda
tastes.
I think it's just changing tastes, like sign of the times. Like
we're primarily guitar music, and you don't need to. There's incredible music being made that people don't even have to pick up an instrument to play and write and create now. So it's a different world, and like performing live is not always a need to do it anymore. I think we even we played some shows in Boston and stuff that were like attended by other bands.
Yeah.
And very very minimal crowds, and
I blame the internet.
They see me rolling. This song is called Complacent Buffoon. Says she wants to see me naked around like one of her complacent buffoons. Mother Nature meets a vacant stare in my eye. What's the difference? It all leads to doom. such intelligence reduced to cool. And the sun will scar me, and I water will drown me. Meet me at the ceremony, dressing up in all your clothes and jewelry for her to see. What's the difference? It all leads to doom. Such intelligence reduced, and the sun will scar me, and the water will drown me, and the goddamn earth will open up and eat me, and then eagles will fly down from their nests and release me.
From the perspective,
Next question.
from the perspective of the band, you've done some basement recording. There's a place for this. I mean, some people are able to accidentally, or maybe through skill, do something in the basement that's pretty amazing.
Right.
But this is different. Why this?
Well, so the thing is, man, is like if you wanna really, like if you really care and put a lot of time and thought into what you're doing, you wanna realize it in the fullest sense, you know, and you wanna like have the opportunity to really fully express yourself. And yeah, basement recording is cool, and recording technology is in everyone's pocket these days, but you can't really realize like your ideal dream sound in the basement the way you could here, you know, and that's not just the space, that's these guys' expertise, and that's all Dave's recording experience.
Do we have to separate you two?
We're passing notes.
Isn't that what you're doing? I mean, to some degree. Yeah. I feel like I'm on the subway.
Stop tickling me and kill you.
Yeah, the equipment, the
Next
space,
question.
the expertise.
Why?
You know, you don't get that in your
No,
basement.
and you can do good out of the box, you know, clean recording in your basement, whatever. But that's not what's happening here. This is a full-on deluxe professional, like uber professional.
You know what I really love about this weekend? It's like it used to be. The bands would rehearse the hell out of what they were going to record. They'd come into the studio for 3 or 4 hours and knock it out.
Yeah.
Take a full
And
take.
that's
Yeah.
happening here.
Yeah. Not piece it together.
You're not
one section at a time.
Right.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Or blocking out the studio for 6 months.
Right on. Right.
Or emailing the drums.
Right.
You would let
Across
Shania
the-
rent the place. Though.
What's that?
You would let Shania rent the place. wouldn't you?
Yes.
Shania, in case you're out there watching.
I'm a big fan of
Because he
Shania.
plays.
Yeah.
Plays the beat.
Some people say
Yeah.
Shania.
Shania.
People in Canada.
All right. Doesn't she live in like Switzerland now or Sweden or something? She moved.
And she's smart.
Yeah, she got that. Yeah.
Well, and we're not as continuing as what you said. Kind of, it's like a throwback, and that's how I've always envisioned our sound. And while we have various levels of technical skill in our group, we're not defined by really a do-it-yourself recording. I mean, we show up and we play, and we have always dreamed of our live sound and our live energy being captured in a real way. So that's what's happening now, and that's what's so special to us. And we're not the band that's emailing, drum tracks and
Right.
using a ton of effects and stuff. We really just kind of are who we are, and what we have, we present in essence and in fullness in the room. So to have that be appreciated and to be supported is just really incredible. Great. Awesome. Team.
Any time of day, yeah, it's okay. Any time of night, yeah, it's alright. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, probably gonna make time for you. Wish I was that kind of girl that knew how to play hard to get. It's okay. Yeah, it's alright. Everything we tell ourselves seems so possible. Do you think about me, even when you're listening? Yeah, it's okay. Any time of night, yeah, it's alright. I've got it so bad, but I can't let it show. We say yes, 'cause it's always no. Yeah, it's okay. Any time of night, yeah, it's alright.
So I thought that was my vocal mic. Is that? Am I? Yeah, no, that's your. They're just fine with you. You adjust it.
So it's really not the performing that's the fulfilling part of it for you guys as a unit. It's the creation.
Yeah, I mean, playing shows, a lot of times you go and you play to like other bands that are playing the show with you. Like, it's hard to find an audience, so it's really like you gotta really like the music that you're playing to get anything out of it, because getting up on stage and trying to be a rock star is not gonna happen. People aren't that excited anymore, it seems, about local music, unfortunately.
Yeah, what's the deal?
I don't know. I blame you.
You, Mark. Hey, we do tend to get a great response though. When
We do, yeah.
It's
but
a
we
scarcity.
also don't play out too much.
Right, as you say, it's a scarcity model. You
Yeah.
see, it's so special when we finally play out. People aren't sick of it, because we only play out rarely.
If you had a recording that really blew up and there was a lot of demand, would you tour? Or would you be the Beatles post,
Man, I kind of like the Beatles post the touring years.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, if we could make a living off it, sure, that'd be great. But that's just not how the world works anymore with music. Like, I would love to just play music all the time and get paid for it, and I would totally tour if that's what that meant. But it's almost better this way because then you can like really focus on the. I know it sounds super pretentious, but like the art. Like, you're in it for the music. You're not in it to make money, or you're not in it to like go show off in front of an audience. You're in it just to satisfy your own creative urge.
But then there's also the urge to share.
Sure. Yeah. Well, the internet helps with that.
It's easy enough to do these days, but that is cool. That it's easy to share. It doesn't cost anything to put something online, And that's cool. But the way we record, there's a purity or an authenticity there, where for the most part we record live, and occasionally, sometimes we'll add.
Overdub.
Well, not overdub, but additional like backup vocals. Hopefully, we're hoping to have some backup vocals from our friends here on our we have a new album actually. That's getting ready to. It's like in post production, I guess you'd call it, and hoping to get
some of the folk kids.
Faux in love to sing some backups on it, and that's probably all we'll add really. But yeah, we get really comfortable in the basement and just play, and sooner or later, something comes together, and you get a good one, and you set it aside, and it's just there's no time pressure that way, which is really nice, and you can let stuff happen when it happens.
So as a band that prefers to be in the basement, your comfort zone, and now you're in this world-class studio to knock out, 4 songs, 5 songs, how does that fit in to the ethos?
Well, we're gonna find out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this place is just awesome. I love being here, and if I could just like live here and record all the time, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that this is like outside our comfort zone, because it's still, making music in a studio, and we're with all our friends.
It feels pretty comfortable right now.
Yeah. This sun is real comfortable, and I fall asleep during this interview.
I'm not feeling uncomfortable.
Your time box ain't working.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
You hear me now?
Hey guys. There he is.
Hey man, are we good to roll?
We are rolling.
All right.
Everything okay out there?
Yeah, everything's great.
All right, roll away.
We're gonna take another stab at this
Cosmic Egg.
Cosmic Egg song.
All right.
Should we try to start it all together? That work?
No, I like your intro.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Transpired, I still want to learn what is real. Most of the time, sometimes changes, and it blows my mind, blows my mind. There's a part of we all need to be. There's a crack in the cosmic. Understand what happened that day, but one thing changes everything at the end of the day. And what is real
everything. At the end of the day, what is real? Most of the time, sometimes changes, and it blows my mind, blows my mind. There's a bottom we all need to be. There's a crack in the cosmic code.
Trying to be a smurf in this town.
And you guys could totally like take this and redo the vocals over it, like.
So this thing that was going on here, the reason that you're here at this amazing recording studio, God knows why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are we here?
We're we recorded a new record in Burlington, Vermont, a couple weekends ago that we're going to release in early February, supposedly. And supposedly,
that's what we're told.
And I think the main purpose of coming here is, aside from the facility just being exceptional, is just to continue to play music together and enjoy the songs we wrote.
All right, I need you four. Shut up, Agner. Say something.
What was the best taco you had in Mexico?
The best taco I had.
Let me tell you.
I had like a beef shank taco. That was pretty good.
Did you have to shank the beef first?
Let him talk.
Yeah,
Let
it
the
came
man
out with
talk.
like,
Jesus Christ.
it came out with this whole bony thing, and I had to take it apart and make my own taco.
Oh,
it was pretty good though.
Oh,
It's great.
You put the sauce on there?
Yeah.
Why is everyone laughing? Is something funny?
Everybody knows beef shank.
That sounds delicious.
We're trying to learn about the tacos, guys.
Yeah, this is
Should we call our album Beef Shank?
Yeah. We don't know what the album title is.
We have an album title.
Yeah, we do.
And it's called No Focus. Surprise, surprise. Hey, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, we had someone on and go, fucking play. Anytime now, guys. Fuck it! Here we go. Here we go.
Well, it came down the pipe, I heard it on the wire. While re-roofing the floor, the house was on fire. He started to scream, but nobody was coming. Nobody had seen the direction he was running. We saw it in her face, we knew that she was let down by all the gravitas that had her walking around. They say those idle hands, they are the devil's playground. But he don't understand what moved her out of this town.
That's the take. That's the take.
That's the one.
Yeah. Just dumb
What
enough
the
for the film.
fuck did you say? I forgot. You made me laugh.
He's having too much fun.
Yeah, he's having too much fun.